Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I have a special guest replay featuring Foody in the Object 705, which is your tier 9 Soviet heavy tank on the tech tree. So this is quite an old replay from Foody. Now I've just set up the equipment that he runs on this tank, so he's got optics, gun rammer and vert stabs. Now I don't actually know what perks he does run on this tank, so what I would run on this tank if I was playing this tank is Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Situational Awareness, Armour Angling, Trap Mechanic and Clutch Braking. So yeah, I think he's running sort of a 5 perk crew, so he's probably got the basics, Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, all that sort of stuff. But I thought just for my perspective, I'd sort of put what I would run in terms of a full crew if I was playing this tank. Now, I haven't actually ground down this line, so I've not, I don't actually know what to sort of expect from the Object 705, but sort of coming up against them, coming up against 705As, they're a little bit of a bit of a trolley tank. In all fairness, I'd probably say then they're quite outside the meta of what or what most people play. You do see them out and about every now and then, but I don't think they really sort of do that well, to be honest. But Foody's going to prove us completely wrong in his Object 705 in this game. Does go on to have a good game in this tank, so yeah, we're going to see how he gets on now. Gets a nice snapshot on that Pantera on the move. He's playing very aggressive, which fair enough, you can do that against Pantera. One thing the 705 I know does have is good frontal armor. It's quite angled. The upper plate is quite strong. You have got to be careful of the lower plate. That is one thing to consider. But overall, this tank, I mean, he's doing the right thing. I'm not sure whether sort of slamming into an RT face on is the right thing, but he's done alright. He's broken his track, and he's sort of basically is going to put that RT completely off target, and that artillery won't have got a shot. So maybe, he's probably done the right thing there, to be fair. And he's taken out artillery, which is a good move for him, because that means he's not going to get harassed by artillery. I'm not entirely sure why artillery was down there, to be fair. That was kind of a silly play from that artillery perspective. But there we go. So he's come up to sort of the usual play, and now for me, I probably would have played the other side on this, just because sort of tanks like the 705 that don't have good gun depression are going to struggle there. But I can kind of see the play that he's making. He's taking a bit of a gamble here. He's getting fired upon, but hopefully when he gets to this position, it will start to pay rewards. And this is where the 705, this is the right sort of environment for the 705, when you've got something to side scrape off. Arctic region's not probably the best map for this tank, but Foody's making it work, and he's making it work really well. This is a thing, can't always have the city maps when you're in these type of tanks, so you're gonna have to make do with what you've got, and this is certainly what Foody's doing here. He's managed to track that E75 in place. I don't think he can get a shot into the lower plate where he'll be able to pen, but it's looking like a bit of a struggle. So he's tried tracking him in place to see if he can pick up any assist. Now he's lost the spot, so he's going to move over to the left-hand side. He does get lit here. He's doing his best, doing a good job actually of getting into this corner low ground without getting shot. And yeah, he's made it over to the position where he wants to be. And again, not a bad position to play, because now we can put these enemy tanks into crossfire. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite penetrate the side turret of the E75 there. So I think he's going to try and shoot through the upper plate, which he's able to pen, because the E75 has actually angled his upper plate to a point where it's kind of flat to the 705 here. So he's armoured his angle flat to Foody. Foody's able to just punch straight through it. that's, you know, good idea, and a nice way of sort of showing how you can sort of punch through angled armor when it's actually at an angle where it's negated the use of its armor. Basically, just becomes flat and a penetrable area. So yeah, that E75 player is not really the way you want to play that. You know, you should just sort of try and keep it flat so that it can you know, so that it can not get hit. So Foody's gonna try and attempt to go through the cupola of the E75. He's doing the right thing here by switching to the premium. You know, he's gonna have a better he's gonna have a sort of better time of trying to get through the E75. Just didn't quite get that shot through the cupola there. Unfortunately, gone just dirt, I think. And yeah, the E75 has just been a complete pain. Now this is unexpected because you know, now he's getting pushed by UDES and an Object 432. So he's just ducking down. He's got his friendly medium with him. Hopefully they can sort of take out his guys. That slaps a shot into that UDES 16. And the good thing with the 705 is when it hits, it does hit hard. It really does slap. So he's just, yeah, so just trying to sort of do the best at sort of damage limitation. The game is quite even here, so he's doing the right thing, just not making any silly plays. Pokes up, gets a shot into that Object 430, and again popping back into cover, just letting these tanks sort of push and make the mistake. He's got 3 of them now. One of them is a one shot which gets taken out by his friendly player in the STRVK. Now he's going to get a shot into the AMX, which he does. He bounces a shot in return as well, popping back down so that he doesn't get shot by the Object 430. And him and his teammate are actually doing a really good job of holding this corner, holding firm. I think the red team kind of know they fluffed it here because they've sort of gone barreling in and thinking that they could get some shots off, but not actually realising that Foody sort of angled his armour effectively and he's done a really good job of just deflecting shots and making them think twice about their advance. AMX is backed off. Unfortunately, Foody doesn't quite get the shot into the tank there. Mind you, he's got HE loaded, so yeah, they're probably not going to pen. If it had normal AP loaded, that probably would have penned. I think he's trying to whittle down the E75 here. And he's gone back to the AP, doing the right thing, getting back in the little cubby hole that he's got here that's keeping him safe. And he just needs to get rid of that E75. Once he's got rid of that E75, and then he can make a push. That E75's just been a right pain in the backside. Hopefully he can line up the shot on the cupola there. And there we go, slaps it home and puts that guy down to probably a one shot actually. If he can just line up another AP or APCR round on that cupola and hit that target. Unfortunately, E75 just jukes him and moves back just after he's fired, so he doesn't quite connect that shot. And he's just being patient here, just taking his time. Artillery's trying to get some shots in, but hasn't quite, you know, found the home. Unfortunately, bounces the shot there, and the Stritz actually manages to get the shot in, putting him down to 294. So Foody's gone for the alternative approach of HEing the guy to death. Not a bad idea, and he does manage to just connect with the cupola, I think, splashing him for 219 and putting him down pretty much to a one shot. So 75 hit points, there we go, not a problem. This is the right way to get rid of a hold down tank by HEing him. Good use of that. So yeah, and that is it for the replay. So let's see how Foody got on. Done a very good job of playing defensive play there, and he comes up top of the board with 4.9k damage, 697 assists. It blocked 3.5k damage, which is good. Picking up the ace tanker and the high caliber, and yeah, he had a very good game there and showed what the best way to play the Object 705 effectively. So thanks Foody for sending that replay in, big GG's on that game, and yeah, thanks for watching guys. Let me know what you thought of the gameplay. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It always does help the channel. And as always, I'll catch you next time.
Uh-oh.